So, good afternoon. This is November 21st, 2007. We're in the Southfield Public Library, and we're working on the Veterans History Project for the Library of Congress. My name is Tim Workus. I'm the interviewer. Ms. Ethel Grossman is assisting me on the camera. And we have Mr. Robert Nance.
That is I.
That is you that we're going to be interviewing this afternoon. So let's start off with some biographical data. Where were you born? Detroit area? Are you originally from here? Tell us about your early days.
I was born in Mitchell, Indiana, a long time ago. And my folks moved away from where I was born. My folks moved away fairly quickly, and there were 5 of us in the family. 3 boys and 2 girls, and my folks moved from there. What do we do next?
Well, she probably wouldn't have known you then.
No, but I ended up in Bologna, Indiana, V-A-L-L-O-N-I-A, about halfway between Louisville, Kentucky, and Indianapolis. Point there was where I grew up, and went to Bologna High School, and after that I was inducted into the Army at age 18.
What year was this then?
Where did
what year would that have been that you got drafted into the Army?
44.
1944. From Indiana, from Bologna, Indiana. Now, you were drafted into the Army, not the Army Air Corps, or just the plain Army?
Just the plain Army.
Okay, so 1944, you're drafted into the Army. Were there any, before we get into that, were there any of your parents, were they ever in the military, brothers that were in the Army before you?
Yes, at the time I entered the Army, my older brother was in a prison camp in Germany. He was a gunner on a B-24. They went down, and he was jailed at that time.
You were getting Red Cross postcards from him, or did you know he was okay?
He was permitted to write a certain number of things, I guess. And then I had a younger brother, Richard. He's sort of a maverick in the family, but he was in the service also. He was a very good basketball player. I think he was put in one of those entertainment groups or something, and so he played basketball as part of the Army of Occupation. And I was in the Army of Occupation too. So we got to Europe just about the. Let me back up a little bit.
So you were drafted into the Army. Where did they send you for boot camp?
Camp Croft, South Carolina.
Camp Croft. Okay. Well, what was that like for you? I mean, coming out of a small town in Indiana, going to this.
I was very naive, I think. I think if I hadn't been a clerk typist, I probably would have been shot.
Why do you say that?
Because my best friend in basic training was killed, and that was a bad situation. So
you got what? Do you remember approximately when this was in '44? You got to Camp Croft. Was it June, August, summer?
I think it's states right here somewhere. August. I think.
August. Okay. So you get to, and you went through boot camp, and they trained you to be a typist.
Well, I got my training as a typist in high school. In fact, I won the typing contest for the county when I was a senior. Pretty good. And that's probably what saved me from being shot in the Army, because I was pretty good as a clerk and a typist. And
did you have any jobs before you went in the Army? Did you work anywhere, or strictly as soon as you graduated?
As soon as we graduated,
Uncle Sam.
Yeah, directly, and I had some summer jobs. As just 3 or 4 years prior to joining the Army, I had some summer jobs.
Right. But nothing full-time before you went into the
No.
Army. Okay, so you didn't have any choice. They just said you were in the Army. You didn't have a choice between Army or Navy or anything.
Now, that's an interesting story, too,
Well,
because a very good friend of mine, Keith Smallwood, and I were seniors, very good friends in the Army, or in high school. And we had the same age, exactly to the day. So we went to, we were called in to be drafted. And as I recall, they were busy or crowded or something, and I wasn't inducted immediately. So my buddy, Keith Smallwood, and I said, well, we're not doing anything. Why don't we ask for immediate joining the Army? And we were walking